Yo guys, what's up? Back again with another video. This time, like I promised, I'm gonna go ahead and do number 2. I don't know if you guys saw the last one, but I did Philosopher's Stone or Sorcerer's Stone if you're from England or if you're from the United States. But I went ahead and did that one. Now we're gonna go ahead and do the second one, 4 Chamber of Secrets. So I do have my Advanced Potions book. These are my notes that I took while I was watching the movie. This is a good excuse to go ahead and actually watch the movie all over again. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. Actually, before we start, if you guys are a Harry Potter fan, which I would guess you're a Harry Potter fan because why would you be watching this if you weren't a Harry Potter fan? But if you guys are a Harry Potter fan, I post Harry Potter content on a daily basis. So if you guys are new here, make sure to go ahead and hit that subscribe button in the bottom. I post Harry Potter video every single day. So I don't know why wouldn't you, if you're already watching a Harry Potter video, it means you're already a Harry Potter fan. So therefore, Jesus. So therefore, subscribe. Yes, this time I actually brought my wand so that way I could go ahead and do the ending. But without further ado, you're gonna see a lot of me looking down at this potions book, and it has my deepest and darkest secrets. And I don't know if you can write like an animal. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. Alright, so how has Dobby been able to actually get all the letters from Harry Potter? Like, I started thinking about this. How does Lucius not see his slave coming back and forth from the house? And the fact that he even has a bunch of letters, does it mean that Dobby's like knocking these owls down every time they bring a letter? I don't know, but that's something wrong that I saw, like that really made no sense to the whole plot. I also saw that he brought out the whole stack of letters when he was trying to not show Harry or not give it to Harry. If you don't want him to get it, don't show it to him, which I found that funny as well too. Another thing, so when they had guests over downstairs, they heard Dobby hit his head with a drawer, I guess, and they heard it all the way from the first floor. But then they didn't hear Dobby and Harry running downstairs like if it was a freaking stampede. No questions asked, the guy didn't even turn around. Another one, the fact that Harry could even hear the car outside, like it was super quiet, no one heard it but him, which makes me think, was he really even asleep or did he fake it? Does he wake up super easily? I don't know. Oh, another thing, Harry's known Ron for the whole year, and they're like basically best friends, and Arthur's job was never known to Harry. And the fact that Arthur even went ahead and asked him who he was, especially him working for the government. Like, you have never seen a picture of Harry Potter? Really? You're gonna tell me that you've never seen the most interesting and most famous wizarding boy ever? You haven't seen a single picture of him, and your son is best friends with him? Really, you're gonna sit here and tell me that? So another thing I saw that was completely like off guard. I was like, that makes no sense. I never understood how Ginny Weasley was always given everything brand new, even though all the other brothers were hand-me-downs with the robes and wands and all of that. She always ended up getting the best and the newest things, which kind of makes no sense. I understand, like, as in clothes, like the boys have different clothes than the girls, but when it comes to like books and stuff like that, shouldn't they all have the same books? Like, especially in Hogwarts, they all have the same books. I don't know, that was kind of weird to me. I also don't understand, how did Harry mispronounce Diagon Alley, especially being from England? He's not American, so I don't know why he mispronounced it. You know how lucky he has to be in Nocturne Alley at the specific time that Hagrid was in there? Perfect sense for the plot, but makes no sense when you're just thinking rationally. Like, why was this giant, out of everyone that could have been there, found Harry? Out of everyone that could be there, Harry was there at a specific time when Hagrid was there. By the way, this whole book and movie has been all about conveniences. Everything's been so convenient for the plot. This has been bothering me since the first freaking movie. The fact that they could run through the brick wall and no one notices. They don't even check to see if there's any muggles walking around. They don't even go like, okay, run now. No, they just like, oh, da-da-da-da, walk through the wall like if no one's gonna see them. And then when Ron and Harry tried running through there, they actually smashed into the wall and actually saw 2 muggles from the right side that saw them. Also, I saw there was a whole train on the right side of them and they didn't even notice. Like, some guy could have been just looking at them. But yeah, I found that really weird, the fact that like they could just walk in and walk out and they have no remorse for anyone seeing them. Shouldn't the ministry have already like caught that? Other thing, the fact that the car like runs out of magic, that makes no sense to me. It's like if it was running out of gas type of thing. Like, is magic. You could just create another. I never understood that it was running out of invisible juice or whatever the heck it was called, and then it just started like basically like running out of magic and started slowing down and going low. For the plot it was perfect, but that was really weird. In the greenhouse scene, I know this one's famous. There's two panels on the top. When the camera is going into the greenhouse, there's two panels that are wide open, and then as soon as they switch to the next scene that you're inside the greenhouse, there's no panels open. I also saw when they pulled out one mandrake, freaking Neville was over here like holding his ears like, oh my god, I can't believe it's loud, it's too loud, blah blah blah. But then all 30 freaking students like pulled out all of them at once. You would think like all their brains would shatter into a million pieces, but everything was perfectly fine. No one, I think Neville was the only one that passed out, but that was it. Also, why would Lockhart take a low-paying job in Hogwarts? Like, he's a world famous author, did so many things in his career that he claims he did, and he takes a low-paying job in Hogwarts to teach. The fact that Hogwarts is supposed to be like the epitome of like the Wizarding World schools at least, and they let Lockhart just do a full test based off of just himself, and there's no like, no one checks him, like no one's like, yo, you know you can't do that, this is like the Harvard of like wizarding schools and you're taking a test to prove what. The fact that he put Harry in detention for 4 hours past the time that they should have, then in 5 seconds finds his best friends just wandering the halls again, and in 10 more seconds the whole school is just meeting up in this one corner, which boggles my mind. That makes perfect for the plot, let me tell you. But the convenience, I'm telling you, the convenience of everyone showing up in one specific spot in this whole castle is ridiculous to me. I don't know if you guys have ever noticed, but in McGonagall's Transfiguration class, she was writing backwards in the chalkboard. I don't know if you guys caught that, but I did. And when as well, when the heck would transfiguring a bird into a glass cup ever be needed in like the Wizarding World or any world in that matter? When are you gonna see a bird and transfigure it into a cup for your convenience? Like in the Amazon, that makes no sense. I don't know. Just little things that like make no sense to me, but it looks cool on screen. And as well, why would McGonagall tell these pre-teens about this super dark secret that Salazar Slytherin had a freaking beast and a monster in a little chamber under the castle? Also, how has Ron passed all his classes with that wand that has duct tape all over it? Like, it makes no sense to me, the fact that this guy's wand doesn't even work, but yet he's passing all his classes. I don't know. The fact that like even with his wand, teachers don't have a spare wand. Especially like, I know in class if you break your pencil, I'm pretty sure someone else has a pencil, but yet his wand is completely broken and they just don't help him. Also in the Quidditch match, when the Quidditch ball was trying to basically kill Harry, Hermione, Ron, and Hagrid apparated, I guess from the top of the freaking stands to the pitch in like a good 7 seconds. And then out of everyone that was in that whole Quidditch game, the only person to destroy that ball was Hermione. No one else, not Dumbledore, not McGonagall, no one thought of, hey, let me destroy this ball, is trying to kill Harry. Another point why that makes no sense to me, but hey, Hermione came to save the day. The fact no one uses a bathroom just because there's a ghost inside when everyone's using the Great Hall, even when they have like a bunch of ghosts flying around. Just because this one's moaning doesn't, I don't know, makes no sense to me. Especially the fact that it's like the entrance to this Chamber of Secrets and they just so happen to spend every period there. Talk about convenience. I also saw that when Snape dueled Lockhart, he swung him into the air, the wand flew out of his hand and then landed with the wand in his hand. The fact everyone was just standing there while the Cobra was trying to attack Justin, they were just like watching him, and no one decided to, hey, let me kill this snake before it even tries to. They were just like perplexed by the fact that this guy was speaking parcel tongue. Also another brilliant idea by another gatekeeper. Is he a gatekeeper? Hagrid? I have no idea. But yeah, he told them to basically go into the forest to clear his name, and knowingly that the only person that could actually clear his name was a humongous spider. Like, yeah, the spider's gonna go into Hogwarts and just say that you're clear to go, that it was never you who opened the Chamber of Secrets. And the convenience, I'm telling you, this is gonna be the new word of the day. Convenience of that car to come in at a specific time to help their master, I guess you could call it, and just the car sensing the master's in danger type of thing. That just, it's another thing that like, oh, this movie is so convenient, precise, and specific. Also, when Hermione was in the hospital, no one decided to check her pockets or her hands. They had like a whole, like, she had a whole note on her hand. And in that note, when they read it, they also saw that the spiders are scared of it, but instead of reading the whole thing, if he would have kept reading, he would have seen that a rooster's crow could kill it. And that's funny to me because I would have read that whole page right before I was gonna jump into this freaking chamber of secrets. But I guess they just jumped in there roosterless and just had to go defend themselves. Oh yeah, and Harry leaves Ron with the task of moving all the boulders out of the place. Either one, his wand doesn't even work, and two, he's not strong enough. So I have no idea what Harry was thinking. I don't know if he was thinking at all, but that was hilarious of him. If Tom Riddle is a memory in a diary, how is it that he could grab like Harry's wand and pick it up? Like, can't he just get the, if he could do that, can't he just get the wand and hit him with like an Avada Kedavra or a Cruciatus curse to basically kill him quicker or easier? That was another thing that was just like, that makes no sense to me. How does the Phoenix go not only through the little gate where all the snakes are going through that Harry had to speak Parseltongue, which closed after he spoke Parseltongue, it closed after him. How did the Phoenix get through there? And not only there, but also through the boulders that Ron had to apparently move. That's another thing that, like, now looking back at it, it was kind of like, I don't get it either. Another thing that, this is like me just like playing the devil's advocate type of thing. Okay, so if Lucius was to make Dobby clean his laundry and stuff like that, how would that work out? Like, would he have to tell him like, Dobby, these aren't clothes for you, this is my clothes and you can't use it, or you can't be freed by them? Or do they have to do their own laundry because he can't touch any type of clothes? That's a thing that I was just thinking about, like, damn, that would be hilarious, just figuring it out which one's which. And was Lucius, in the end, was Lucius really about to hit Harry with the Avada Kedavra, the killing curse, the death curse, in front of Dumbledore's office? Like, how bad would that have looked on Lucius? Would he walk out of Hogwarts at all? Why is it that every time someone says that students are in danger, I don't see any security picking up? I just see, yeah, the students are in danger. Well, okay, yeah, students are in danger, grave danger, blah, 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 grave danger. No one's doing anything about this. All the teachers are all in the same boat. They're all doing the same things. Nothing's changing. That's it for this video. I hope you guys liked it. Like I said, I post Harry Potter content like this one on a daily basis. So if you guys want to, you guys could go ahead and subscribe on the bottom. So you can go ahead and actually be part of this group. I also go to theme parks and attractions and stuff like that in Orlando. We have a trip to London to go to the Warner Brothers studio in a few months. We are going to Halloween Horror Nights in about 2 weeks. So I'll see you guys there. And without further ado, I finally have my wand, so I can go ahead and end this with Avada Kedavra!